And well, to get us the latest, we are now being joined by our correspondent Disha Shah, who's joining us live from the crash site. Hi Disha, you are there on ground zero. What can you tell us? What is there around you at this point of time?
Well, certainly we are here right at the plane crash site, and just behind me you can see that the rescue operations have been done for the day. You can see the pool of police officers here. They are trying to manage the entire situation. In fact, I just want to show you the visual of the crash site. The buildings that you see behind me, these are not the normal buildings, but this is the hostel where the portion of the plane crashed, and as you can see, the buildings have been completely burnt from the outside. There are these three buildings that we can see. We are not allowed to go inside because the police now has called off the rescue operations for the day. They have sealed the entire area, so they are not really allowing the media to go inside, you can see. But as we can see from our side, there are three such buildings which have been completely burnt from outside. The middle building that you see, this is where the canteen was, which my video journalist is showing you at the moment. This is where the canteen was, where the plane came. Portion of the plane just crashed right on top of the canteen. And on this side also we can see that one of the tail wing of the plane has been kept here. As you can clearly see in our visuals, this is one side of the tail wing of the plane that has been kept here. At this point in time, after 9 to 10 hours of continuous rescue operations by more than 400 personnel, including various agencies like fire brigade, police teams, the NDRF, SDRF, Indian Army, everyone was involved in this particular rescue operations. But now what we are being told that tomorrow morning, once again early morning, they will start with this entire rescue operations once again. As of now on the ground level, you can clearly see that this entire situation area has been cordoned off, sealed off by the police authorities as we speak. We are yet to ascertain the official death toll, but as of now 204 is the death toll that has been confirmed by the official authorities here of Gujarat. But the final death toll of will be ascertained only after the DNA testing is done. And only after the relatives' DNA testing also will be done. All the relatives are currently there at the civil hospital, which is just 15 minutes away from this specific location. What we are being told that in the next 2 to 3 hours, that process of DNA testing will also be completed. And once the identification of the passengers will be done, then only they'll be able to tell us how many casualties in total have happened so far as this incident is concerned. On the ground level, on the other side, the technical team is also assessing the entire situation as to what really went wrong. You can clearly see that these are the police officers who have been on the ground level. These are the police officers who are also trying to speak to the eyewitnesses here in concern. If anybody has seen what really happened at the time of the crash, so they are also trying to do the little bit of groundwork that we talk about. Now the next course of action for the Gujarat government is to come up with the entire inquiry report as to what really went wrong, what caused the accident, and that report also has been asked by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. He just recently took a meeting some time ago with the Gujarat officials, including the Chief Minister of the state, and has asked a detailed report on the passenger details as to how many casualties, how many injured, the cause, the extent to the damage, and what more medical aid can be provided to the affected victims in concern.
Right, Disha, we can of course see the debris of the Air India aircraft scattered across the area. You are on ground zero right now. talk to us about the extent of damage. As we can see, the building behind you is the medical college. It is the hostel, the BJ Medical Hostel, in which the plane crashed. We can see rummages and debris scattered, but if you can just show us around and talk to us more about the extent of damage right now. We do know that the rescue operations has been closed right now. That's almost nearing midnight, because the agencies want to ensure that there is no survivor is overlooked at this point of time. But on ground, what is the extent of the damage?
Well, absolutely. As you can see right in front of our eyes, we can see still a lot of debris that is still there. And according to the police officials here, more than 80% of the rescue work is already done, and remaining 20% of it will be continued and carried out tomorrow morning. And the extent of damage that we can see, these are just the 3 buildings that you can see in front of you, but there were in total 4 such buildings which were affected by the plane crash, which have been completely burnt, and the extent of damage is such that more than 50 such doctors, resident doctors, who also have been injured. They are stable as we speak after getting the treatment, but how many have lost their lives is something which is still not known to us. But on the ground level, we can see that the extent of damage is pretty much far off. Right now the area is sealed, completely cordoned off, so that is why we are unable to go inside and show the extent to which the damage has been done. But as we speak, 20% of the rescue work is remaining, is what we are being told. Tomorrow, more 200 to 250 personnel will come on the ground level and continue the rescue work.
Disha, if you can also talk to us about which side is the airport. You are standing right in front of the medical college in which the airplane crashed and smashed. Which side is the airport, and perhaps how far is the airport from where you are standing, where the crash took place?
Well, we also landed right at the Ahmedabad airport just about 45 minutes ago, and from car it took us 15 minutes from the airport entrance to reach here. So by road, if you talk about, it takes about 15 minutes. But I just want to show you on my right, this is where the airport is. So from here, the plane was coming. The plane took off from this particular section, and then it crashed at one of the buildings of the doctor's hostel here, right here. And that is why the damage is that all the buildings that you see in line have been completely damaged, and that is the reason it took a lot of time for the rescue team also to come up and clear out the debris, because it was not one building. There are about 4 to 5 such buildings which caused extensive damage, and plus there were aircraft pieces also. And one such, of course, tail wing of the plane we just showed you right here. I really want to show you again, and the viewers who have just tuned in, this is also the tail wing of one of the plane, as you can see, which was rescued by the rescue team just today afternoon. So on the ground level, we can actually see the cause of the damage, and right from this specific location, the civil hospital where the injured have been rushed is about 20 minutes away. So if you talk about, the airport is 15 minutes, and the civil hospital from here, exact this location, is also 20 minutes. So it really, the plane came from the right hand side and it crashed right on the middle. And as you can see, we are showing you one of the tail wing of the plane, and the others, of course, have been kept inside where the rescue operations were conducted.
Right, Disha, like you also mentioned that the rescue operation has been wrapped up, but it's almost 11:46 p.m. 12 at midnight. We're just 10 minutes away from that, and the city seems to be completely awake. We are seeing police personnel, security forces on ground right now, behind you and surrounding you. Talk to us more about that, and how is the situation at this point of time when you made your way through to the crash site?
Well, absolutely. This is the day where people, not only in Gujarat, but the entire country won't forget. And that is why we are looking at a lot of people on the ground more. And specifically, the police personnel, as you can see, they are here trying to manage the crowd. They are trying to manage the entire situation. They are also trying to see that, considering they have sealed off this entire area, no other person should really go inside, which can really disrupt whatever it is left out in the debris. So everything is being managed currently by the police, and what we are being told that again after 4 to 5 hours the rescue team will come and they will again start the rescue operations. As you can see, they are clearly sealing off this entire area. They are also taking out some of the debris and some of whatever has been left out from the doctor's hostel as well. We can also see the municipal authority staff on the ground. They're also trying to assess the entire situation as to what really went wrong and what they can really find, which they can include in the inquiry report. So all of this is being done, monitored, examined, and more of it. Even at the airport, we can see we did see some tightened security right outside the airport as well. And while we came our way through here, as you can see, this is one of the flights, like I was pointing out, it is going right in this direction. So the airport is in this direction, and as you can see, the flight is just moving from this, and this is how exactly it happened. So right now for us and for the rescue operations, the priority work is to find the cause and also to find how many casualties and injuries have happened due to this plane crash.
Right, Disha, thanks for getting us the on-ground updates right now, but we will be coming back to you as and when we get more updates.